Hello and welcome to a grab and go activity put on by me, Christine, the teen librarian of the Jones Creek branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Today we will be making papier-mâché lanterns on a bit of a spacey theme in honor of the autumn equinox. The materials you will need are glue, water, strips of soft paper like this napkin, colored tissue paper, scissors, a lantern like this little battery-powered tea light, a bowl, and a stirring stick. You will also need a balloon. I don't blow mine up all the way. I blew it up about this big so it can fit in the bowl. Let's get started. You're going to take your bowl and your stirring stick, and you're going to get your glue and your water. You're going to want to pour all of your glue into your bowl. And then you want to mix water in with it. You want to get a sort of soupy consistency, about a 1:1 ratio, 1:2. It's not exact. Whatever is fine. I'm going with about that much. I'm going to stir it up. And this is going to be the wet part of your papier-mâché. The dry part of your papier-mâché is, of course, the paper strips. You'll need those, and you'll need your balloon, all blown up. I'm going to put mine on top of my empty balloon. There, now it's held. You take a strip of your paper and you run it through your liquid mix. Get the whole thing wet and then sort of dry it off on the edge of the bowl. That way it's not too dribbly. Put it on your balloon. You just keep on doing this. I recommend doing it in a sort of sensible pattern shape, like I'm going to do all of these parallel, because you don't want too much overlap in one spot from all the strands, because that'll be a thick spot that the light doesn't shine through as much, unless that's what you want, in which case you can. So I'm going to do a lot this way, and then I'm going to give it a little rotate and do some going in the other direction. You can also, with these strips, fold them in half so they're double thick, and then do them like that. That'll make the project go faster, though it will make the drying time go slower. So, you want to cover your entire balloon in the paper strips and let it dry. You want to do this 2 to 3 times until it's thick enough that it can hold its shape once you take away the balloon. Here's one I made earlier that's dry now. This is 1 layer thick, and you can see my sort of pattern with these going this way and these going this way. Now this is not thick enough yet. It's still bendy. I need to do another layer going in the opposite direction so that it has enough strength. Here's a piece I made over a different shape of bowl instead of a balloon. Now it is strong. This is where you want to stop when it's this firm. But for today, we're going to use this one to illustrate the next step, which is adding the colored tissue paper. Again, I'd recommend doing another layer of the white before you get to this, but needs must. Now we have our balloon, we have our glue and water mixture, and we have some cut strips of colored tissue paper. We're going to start applying them to this. When I made my first one, which you'll see in a bit, I just tore it into random shapes like clouds because I thought that might be a good idea. On this one, I'm going to do more coherent straight strips. We'll see what happens. Here's where I am now. When your balloon is finished drying, it should be hard like this. Then you take your scissors and you cut your balloon. And you have something like this. If you haven't done it at a previous step, you'll want to trim into a neat opening, and that's when you can turn off your lights and get your tea light. You can either have it as a lampshade that goes over, or have it as like this. All right. Thanks for attending this grab and go. If you end up making these, be sure to tag us on Instagram or Facebook with your results, and keep tuning back in for more grab and go. Thank you, and goodbye.